What?
Time for what?
Experience in college.
Time for reinforcement.
Time for liftoff!
Where nothing is impossible unless you think it is impossible. It's
College.
My college scholarship.
Yes.
Boom.
College ran by real fast.
You hung in with the best college.
First time for everything.
Well, what are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
Let's do this thing.
Genius, let's do this thing!
Welcome to the show, everyone. We have not one, but two wonderful students here in Rice University in Houston, Texas, and they're going to introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is Kayla. I'm a senior studying Spanish from Washington, D.C.
And hi, I'm Willa. I'm also a senior. I'm studying economics, and I'm from the suburbs of Houston.
So the biggest question, what makes Rice University Rice University?
I would say the people, and of course the academics are super good. There's something for everyone here. Even like from engineering to the humanities, I found a lot of individualized opportunities to expand my knowledge base and just really dig deeper into big questions. And yeah.
And for you?
It's a really good answer. It's cliche, but I do think it's like the people that make Rice University Rice University. I think like everyone here has like a different interest, or they end up discovering some sort of different path here, but there's like a pretty common thread of a really high standard of excellence and like a desire to learn and do really well at whatever you choose to do.
For me, like a lot of people think like this is just a tech school, right? You only hear about the engineering, Houston, space station, right? Like Houston, all the time, but it's really not. Like you were saying, there's so many different majors. Would you say that it's pretty well balanced in the natural sciences, music, architecture, business? Not exact percentages, but you see a little bit of everyone from everywhere.
At least in my humanities classes, there's a lot of interdisciplinary things going on. Like we have a lot of engineering students that are also interested in like literature or like political science, and they'll take a lot of classes in all of the above. But I mean, there's definitely a lot more STEM students here than like solely humanities or like business.
Yes.
Now you got to tell me about these residential colleges, right? There's about 10 different residential colleges. The only way I could let our listeners understand is like Harry Potter, right? Freshman year, your first day, you figure out you're going into these really classical, dorm rooms for the next 4 years. You could, move out if you wanted to, but explain us what experiences and what houses are you guys in?
We're both at Duncan College. We were actually OEIC sisters, which is funny. But yeah, your residential college, I'd say another good way to think of it is it kind of takes the place of Greek life on Rice campus. We don't have Greek life here. And the idea is your residential college provides you a really easy way to find a community like right from orientation week. And not everyone finds like super close-knit community in the residential college, but it gives you this opening to try, and that way you don't feel so alone when you start.
Yeah. And what about for you?
I'm also from Duncan. Will and I met each other from day one, and we're still friends, so I think that's a testament to the kind of community that you can build at the college. I also did not find my closest friends at the college, but through the college I did find like some friends that then opened the door to other friends. So
nice.
I agree with Will, it's just a great way to start your community from day one and then expand outwards.
And that's what I keep hearing over and over, like even from the admissions or looking, do you care about your community? What have you done? Hey, this is about your community, right? You just mentioned like sisters. When we did a tour, someone says, oh, this is my whatever residency mother. And I was like, wow, like you're trying to make it like a family here at Rice University. That's really beautiful. Now, what's one of the funnest things you've done here on campus, right? And also outside of campus?
I think one of the funnest things in general is just my experience in Chi Alpha, which is the student ministry here. And so just like really great community and like close-knit friends that I've got to hang out with and like really grow together through college has been really good. And then off campus, I think I'm like discovering that Houston's actually really fun. I grew up around here, so I didn't think it was that interesting. But I think like going downtown to like the symphony and stuff like that has been really fun.
Yeah, there's a huge art scene here in Houston, correct?
Yes.
And the number one most diverse city in the United States? That's what your admissions office keeps telling me. I know you're from Houston. Don't worry, I didn't know either. So, and then what about for you?
I'm part of the cross-country team at Rice.
Oh, congrats.
So I have just really enjoyed all of the different runs and workouts that we always have on this campus. Campus is so beautiful, so just exploring every little bit of it is always super interesting. And then off campus, I've had really great trips, like exploring the art museums, exploring different food scenes, and also just like going to Galveston. I've made some great memories down there, even though it's like not the prettiest beach, but just driving there with friends is always fun. Just getting outside, they call it getting out of the hedges of Rice University. It's just great to be able to interact with the greater Houston community too.
Now, how do you deal with cross country with this humidity?
We practice early in the morning, and I mean, I've been here 4 years, and you don't get used to it, but it does get a little bit easier. Your body
easier.
acclimates. Yes.
Yeah, hydrate, yes. Right? Stay in the shade like you guys are right now, right? No winter breezes around here, none at all. And then also, we keep hearing, it's one of your experiences, both in your intro classes, and what grade level are you guys in right now?
We're seniors.
Oh my God, exciting. Oh, do you feel that your advisors and the professors are really in tune with the students and want to really, truly work with you guys from freshman year moving on? Because I know like the intro classes tend to be really big, about like a 50 to 100, and then get smaller. What was your experiences?
I had great experiences with, especially the professors in my major. I've stuck with one since my freshman year and taken classes consecutively every semester with her, and now I'm doing research with her, and I feel like that is something at Rice that it's a lot easier to do than at big schools, because you can really develop personal relationships with the professors, and also a lot of them live in the residential colleges with the students.
I heard.
So that's just another great way that they're able to make connections and really understand the issues that students are facing and what makes Rice Rice.
Oh, that's great. And what about for you?
I'd say the same thing. I've loved every econ professor I've had, even if the class was super hard and we didn't understand the material. I really enjoyed like being in their class still. And I think what Kayla said about research opportunities is like very true. I usually, or if you're walking around Rice, you'll usually hear people who are more in like STEM research, and they all find like really good opportunities with labs around here, or like they'll talk to their professors who help them find a lab, but also like you can do research with your humanities professors and stuff too, and they're really approachable, I feel like.
Yeah, and did Rice University hook you guys up with really good internships? Like, are there employers like job fairs that come here?
Yes,
Yeah.
I actually work with our Center for Career Development.
Nice.
And they try their best every day. They're out there finding new employers to come speak to students at information sessions, or just last week we had a really big career expo where you had a bunch of different employers from different sectors come, and a lot of students got internships that same day. So there's constant outreach by the university for students.
Okay. Yeah, so definitely a return on investment here. Definitely, yes. Yeah. Now, did you guys know how diverse this campus is? I know colleagues of mine who came to Rice University, and that wasn't a highlight, but I know that's something that is really highlighted with a great pride with your campus as well, too.
I guess I had assumed that college would be diverse no matter where I went, because I feel like in general, higher education tries to emphasize that, to expose you to new ideas, but I didn't realize like how many different people from different paths of life I would meet here, just like from like international students to like low income students, like super rich students.
Yes.
Like you'll meet all sorts of people, and it's really cool.
That's great. And then one of the things also that I keep hearing is about the support services. Do you guys feel like there's a lot of support, whether it's just for wellness or just there's a swing set that's outside of one of your residential colleges? Do you feel like you have those guys' experiences here?
I mean, honestly, for me, I feel like I found support through like my friends and like mentors that I've met at Rice. So in that way, Rice did provide a lot of support, like formal resources. Rice advertises them a lot. I guess I've been blessed to never have to use them and reach out to them. But I mean, if I did run into something, I would know exactly like who to contact.
But that's what makes it a community, right? It
Yeah.
could be that roommate, that person at that college, that person you sit next to, or friends that you have, like you have with each other as well, Now, some students who go to large schools will say, oh, because, the undergrad's about 4,000, 5,000 students, right? That it's too small. Do you guys feel that's too small? I feel it's not that small. But what are your guys feeling?
I don't think it's that small. I'll be walking down and I will see people that I do not recognize.
Yeah.
It's not like that small. Every class I take, there's at least one new student there, and I'm in a very small major, so that's saying something.
I mean, I remember break time. It was like, oh, excuse me. Like, the pathways are out there, and it is a beautiful campus. So last question. It's your senior year. What are your hopes and plans after Rice, and how do you feel about this being your last year at Rice?
It feels bittersweet. We're actually both graduating in December.
Oh,
it's
early. Well, high five. You got to give that. That's a lot of hard work.
So it feels like kind of bittersweet senior semester. I think I'm just really enjoying this last semester. It's going really well so far, and just trying to appreciate the last few months of undergrad. And then afterwards, I'll be doing the Master's of Accounting here at Rice.
Oh, congrats. That's great. And for you?
I'm applying to law schools right now, so I'm eagerly waiting to hear back, but I'm excited to see what the future holds.
Well, the admissions presentation did say 90% placement in law school, so you're in good hands. Well, we definitely appreciate you. We're very fortunate we get to sit with you and let the rest of the world learn about your guys' experiences, and best of luck and many successes to both of you guys.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Until next time.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. We really appreciate you taking the time out of your precious day to listen to us. So subscribe so that you could download this podcast wherever you may be. We're on so many different streaming devices, but also you can find out more information about College for All at college4all.com. We're also on Twitter at collegeforall.amv, Instagram collegeforall.amv, and more to come. Thank you and have an amazing day.